They wanted £12,000 and everyone was dying, and I was like, guys, this is absolutely fine. Are you currently dating? The dating world has been a whole new experience to me. Home for me is Singapore at the moment. Hello there, lovely people. How are we all doing? I've just got bitten on the leg and that is going to irritate me throughout the video, I'm sure. But welcome back to my channel. I really wanted to sit down with you guys today and do a proper catch up, because I just looked at my channel and the last time we had a sit down catch up was about 7 or 8 months ago, which is way too long, way overdue. That was obviously quite a big catch up that we had last time, big life updates, that kind of thing. I'll link it up here if you missed it. But here we are, and it's now June 2022, almost July, which is absolutely crazy, and I am currently in the UK. I'm back home in my bedroom. Like I mentioned, I'm here for the summer. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for me. Instagram is here at The Vintage Vision. Do go drop me a follow if you want, obviously. I update my stories there every day so you can see what I'm up to. So yeah, I'm just going to jump straight into it and let me answer some of your questions. Question number 1, what am I missing most about Singapore? Guys, I've only been gone a month, just so you know, don't stress. I am coming back, but what do I miss most about Singapore? I miss my independence, I suppose. It's always a bit of a struggle when you first come back to your family home, just because you've got to get used to the whole family dynamic again, not having your own space, that kind of thing. So I guess my independence, I feel like I'm a different person when I'm in Singapore than when I'm here. Also because I feel like Singapore is more my home in some ways, but it's really odd when I come back because obviously the UK is where I grew up and my family's here and I have friends here, but I guess Singapore feels a bit more like home. It's a real weird dynamic, and any of you guys that have lived overseas, I'm sure you know the struggle. It's a weird one. So I do miss, I guess, that version of myself in Singapore, which is really strange to say. I miss my friends, and I miss everything being on my doorstep and everything being convenient. Want to pop into town, I can be there in 5 minutes, that kind of thing. So I am getting real FOMO at the moment. I'm following everyone on Instagram, and obviously Singapore has just recently properly opened up since I came back here for summer, and I know that like ART tests and that kind of thing aren't needed to go to clubs anymore, and everyone's having parties. Restaurants are having like all these amazing events, which I love seeing. It's so nice to see Singapore returning back to its normal self, and I can't wait to go back to that. I feel like it's going to be a kind of whole new Singapore that I'll be navigating when I go home. So yeah, sorry, that was a long ramble. Are you currently dating anybody? The answer is no. Not currently. Just kind of doing my own thing at the moment. So yeah, the answer is no. Someone has also asked, what is dating like in Singapore versus the UK? Do expats date only expats? I saw some girl do a really funny TikTok about dating in Singapore and how dire it is. I will say it's a very difficult place to date. It's a bit weird because obviously I was kind of thrown into singledom at 30, which is not something I ever expected. The dating world has been a whole new experience to me. But yeah, dating in Singapore is weird because there is such a tiny small pool of, I mean, Singapore is tiny as it is, but then the single dating pool I feel like is even tinier. So it feels like everyone just kind of knows everyone. It's a bit weird. And yeah, anyone that's single in Singapore will be able to relate, I'm sure. Do expats only date expats? No, I would say no. I think expat men tend to like Singaporean women more actually. And expat women that like dating local men, and I don't think expats only date expats. No, absolutely not. Are you still learning Chinese? Good question. I was learning Chinese last year. I did make a few videos where I humiliated myself and made a fool of myself attempting to speak Mandarin. I'll link them here. I did a 10-week course, which was amazing, but then I just kind of stopped, which isn't good. But the good news is I have decided to continue my studies, because I don't want to be one of those people that like keeps picking up a new hobby and then kind of drops it. And obviously learning a language is something that you really have to commit to. So LTL Language School are kindly sponsoring today's video. They are an online language school which allows you to study any Asian language and get fluent fast with their flexi classes. Their flexi classes are a great way to learn Chinese online because you can study 24/7 anywhere, anytime with their certified teachers, and also in small groups. They also give you complete flexibility, which I really love as well, so you can kind of fit the classes around your schedule. It allows you to cancel, reschedule or rebook any of your classes, and you don't have to deal with any awkward time zones or anything like that. So with the language credits that you have with LTL, you don't have to stick to one language. So for example, you could take Mandarin classes on a Monday and Japanese classes on a Wednesday. You don't have to stick to one language. You can also download the class material before the actual class starts, which I absolutely love. Booking a class with LTL is really quick and easy. It's a very simple sign up process, and if you use the code Georgia at checkout, you can actually get 25% off the purchase of your classes. So thank you LTL for sponsoring today's video. Do go check them out if you're interested in learning a new language. Is this the end of Singapore? No, once again, it's not. I am going to be returning in September. It's been a year of kind of like uncertainty for me. I've kind of been battling in my mind where I want to be and where I pitch myself over the next few months. Home for me is Singapore at the moment, and I want to remain there until I'm really sure about where I want to go next. Like I said, I also mentioned that I would be open to exploring Bali, but I kind of need to be that side of the world to do that. So since returning home to the UK, where I was thinking about moving to London, I've realised that I love the UK in summer and I will be enjoying it here, but as soon as that weather kind of turns into winter, I know that this isn't a place that I want to be. So I think that kind of secures in my mind. Basically, I'm very greedy and I just want like an endless summer all year round. So if I can hop about from place to place during the year and kind of avoid winter at all costs, then I'll probably do that if that's feasible for me. So ideally that's where I'm at. Are you going to be staying in London? No. So a little update on that saga. Essentially, I have been looking for like subletting or short-term accommodation because I wanted to experience living in London. By the way, my parents' house is like 20 minutes from London, so I'm just outside of it, but it's very easy to get into London. It's no big deal, but I wanted to experience living in London just for a little while. Long story short, the price of accommodation here is absolutely insane, and I was looking on Airbnb and I found this really cute little one-bed apartment in the north of London, and they wanted £12,000 for 1 month's rent. And I was just like, I cannot comprehend who is willing to pay this. So I emailed the homeowner and I just said, you know, I'm looking just for 1 month's rental, and he said, oh, that's great actually, because me and my wife are looking to sublet the apartment for a month because we're going to be out of the UK. So I offered him you know, like the local going rate that that would be a reasonable monthly rent in the area, and he just sent a really snotty reply like, no, I'm sorry, that's way out of our budget, good luck finding somewhere within that price range. And I was like, good luck finding someone that's going to pay £12,000 for 1 month rent is absolutely insane. And that just seems to be a common theme. Like, Airbnb prices are extortionate in the UK at the moment. Hardly anyone can even afford to go on a summer holiday in the UK because suddenly, like, just prices have rocketed. I'm guessing it's to do with COVID, and I feel like maybe landlords are getting a little bit greedy, but it's a real shame because it's not possible, you know, it's not feasible. So long story short, I'm going to be staying with my parents, and then I'm hoping to do some travel in Europe in August as well, so I'll kind of be all over the place. But I'm going into London a couple of times a week to catch up with friends and explore and that kind of thing. It doesn't stop me from doing that. Sorry guys, I'm like really rambling today. I'm clearly, like, I did just have a coffee, but I'm clearly like missing talking to you guys. I'm sorry these answers are so long. Best thrift shops in London. I highly recommend Royal Trinity Hospice. I have suddenly become obsessed. It's a chain of charity shop, Royal Trinity Hospice, and every time I see one on the streets of London, I run in there because it's more of like a upper class kind of charity shop. I guess they're kind of more in wealthy areas, and the pieces that are donated there are a little bit more, I don't know, you might come across some designer stuff or more high quality pieces, and I have just been shopping in there every time I go in. So if you spot one of those in London, I highly recommend. I've found some real gems lately, and I will be showing them soon in a vlog. Do you miss Singapore's heat? I do sometimes, yes. I love being back in the UK because I can go for picnics in the park and I can enjoy being outside for the day. Whereas, you know, if you live in Singapore, you're taking like 10 showers a day, and if you're out for a couple of hours, you're already like sick of it and you're drenched in sweat. But I can actually enjoy being in the sun here, which I love. But when it gets cold, like it's miserable today, it's gone back to like 19 degrees. I do miss just like Singapore's humidity, which is weird. I know it's weird. Like we had a heat wave the other day in London. It hit 33 degrees and everyone was dying, and I was like, guys, this is absolutely fine. Like I loved it because it was 33 degrees, but we had a breeze and there was no humidity. So obviously I was like, this is nothing, guys. Try 80% humidity all year round. What are your fitness goals? Oh, honestly, good question. I have been so inconsistent with my fitness, and I'm really beating myself up about it, and I know I shouldn't, but I have got back on the bandwagon. I am running as much as I can. I've loved running here because you can run any time of day. Normally back home in Singapore I can only run at night because of the weather. So here I've been going for a run in the countryside, which has been beautiful, and then I'll come back and I've been doing some weight training in the garden. So I'm trying to do that 3 to 4 times a week, just to get my body moving again, because I've been so sluggish, and I've just been eating everything here. Like all the carby food that I absolutely love here, I've been eating because I've missed it. But no, I am trying to get back on track. What do you love in London that you miss in Singapore, and vice versa? What I've absolutely been loving in London is the art scene. Obviously there are endless art galleries to go to, endless exhibitions. Because London is so huge, you are constantly exploring, and there's always something new to do. Whereas I feel like because Singapore, we know, is so tiny, I feel like once you've seen everything, you're kind of done. And it would be nice to like stumble upon a new neighborhood or something in Singapore that I haven't seen before. And I do love that about London. Everything's obviously brand new to me, and that kind of explorer part of me gets really excited about that. And I've been going to as many gigs as I can. I've booked many gigs, DJ sets, festivals. It's been so nice just to see like some of my favorite artists just in London, and I'm just like, yep, I'll book a ticket for next weekend and I'll go see them. That has been such a luxury and something that I'm really enjoying. Is there a proper video introducing your House of Pythagoras thingy? I think you're talking about House of Pangaea. That comment made me laugh so much. People don't know how to say Pangaea. It's Pangaea. And Pangaea is the supercontinent that used to join all the countries together. So House of Pangaea is my little side hustle that I started a few months ago. And no, I haven't made a proper video talking about it. I know some of you guys have already purchased from us, and we're so grateful. We did like a mini launch. Basically, we are a print and lifestyle shop. I'll link it down below. You can shop my prints, and also we were selling some merch, and we're currently in the process of designing some new products and merch. They will be releasing soon, and I'm so excited to share them with you guys. So if you're looking for new prints, maybe gifts for friends, or you want to have some new artwork for your home or office, then yeah, do go check out our prints. They are pretty cool. How do you manage to travel so often? Do you get a lot of vacation days every year? So I'm actually self-employed now. I have my own company in Singapore, so I don't have to follow the rules of any company leave anymore, which I love. I love having a flexible schedule, and I love that I'm my own boss and that I can take leave essentially wherever I want to or whenever I want to. And I'm very lucky that with my job I can work remotely pretty much anywhere, thanks to you guys for following me along and yeah, being on this journey with me. So that is why I am able to kind of come back and forth to the UK. Okay guys, I'm gonna wrap this Q&A up here, I think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Do remember to go check out LTL Online Language School if you guys want to learn a new language. If you have any more questions for me, you can leave them in the comments below. I will respond to you guys there. And yeah, go follow me on Instagram, subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. And I will see you very soon. Bye guys.